We'll go straight to question number 1 from Cathy Peaty.
Ask the Scottish Executive whether it will extend the national concessionary travel scheme to include demand-responsive community transport schemes such as Dial Journey in Forth Valley, which is used by older and disabled people who are eligible for the scheme but cannot use scheduled services.
Stuart Stevenson.
The Scotland-wide free bus travel scheme for older and disabled people already includes demand-responsive community transport services which are registered local services. The scheme has been the subject of a review since last July. The review is now complete and the report and recommendations from that review will be published this month.
Cathy Peaty.
Can the Minister tell me why private bus operators are trusted to operate concessionary transport schemes while community transport organisations are not? There are a number of people throughout the country, disabled and older people, who can't access travel schemes. Will the Minister please look again at the discrimination these people face on a daily basis?
Minister.
Presiding Officer, the member makes a perfectly fair point in respect of the need to provide access to affordable public transport for people with a range of disabilities that prevent their having ready access to standard service buses. We do provide very substantial support for a wide range of demand-responsive transport. It comes in many shapes and sizes. Some are inside the provisions of the present scheme. Others are outside it. We have commissioned some additional work to look at the particular demands of this particular transport sector, and that will be available to us later.
Ian McKee.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. Could I ask the Minister what are the differences between the concessionary travel services north and south of the border and whether there is any reciprocity between them?
Essentially, Presiding Officer, the scheme in England is a scheme that is operated at a local level. It does not provide the national coverage that the scheme in Scotland does. It is also a scheme that has been looked at recently. A number of revisions have been made to it. For example, they have changed the scheme to exclude for the first time services where the majority of seats are booked on a bus service. We have indicated that we are not minded to follow that sort of restriction on the successful scheme in Scotland, by contrast to the restrictions that have been introduced through changes in England.